Hello video friends. I have a new product to try. I just saw it today at Whole Foods. And it is new, so maybe that's why I haven't seen it before. It says Gardein or Garden Inn. This is lightly seasoned chicken scallopini. It's meat free. So I'm thinking of trying to make it like my parents used to make veal scallopini, or I guess chicken scallopini. But I'm not using any olive oil or lemon butter. And I don't have Marsala wine, which is really the wine that you would use authentically, but I do have some red wine, dry red wine, so I'll use that. So this is what it looks like out of the bag, and it's lightly seasoned, and you could just heat it up somehow and eat it. But I'm going to try to make it like I remember from when my parents owned a restaurant. Which means, if it were meat, we would brown it, cook it, and then remove it from the pan, and then saute the vegetables, or the onion, garlic, and the wine, and then add this back to it. So I'm going to try to do that somewhat. So I don't really like to do breading, but I'm going to play along. So I'm going to spray the top here and just sprinkle a little bit of, what I have today is Cento plain breadcrumbs. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of those. I had gotten out 2 tablespoons, but I realized I probably am only using 1 now. Then I'm just going to like heat this in the frying pan, and then I will remove it. And then I will saute 2 cloves of pressed garlic, about a ½ cup of white mushroom, but you could use portobello mushroom, and about a cup of sliced onion. I recommend sweet yellow onions or Vidalia onions. And I have, like I said, a little bit of the red wine. So the pan's warm, spraying with the non-fat spray. Like I said, I'm just going to heat this up on both sides and then remove it and saute these vegetables. Okay, I cut and pasted that video a little bit, but one side's heated, heating up the other. I have my water here so I can simmer fry a little bit, and because I'm only going to use a little bit of wine, and I don't want to have it all evaporate on me. Okay, I think that's heated well enough for these purposes. Spray the pan a little bit more. We've got the mushrooms, onion, garlic. What I want to do is simmer fry this so that they get mostly translucent, mostly cooked, and then add the wine. Because I think if you were cooking in olive oil, you would cook the food a little bit before you added the wine. And as you know, I don't like to cook in olive oil, though I think olive oil is awesome. See, now I have 2 bottles over there. And if you would like to, when you're all done with this little dish, you could add a teaspoon of olive oil over the top if you like. Now, while this is simmer frying a bit, maybe you're interested to know, because many of my non-vegetarian friends will say, what is in that? Good question. Soy protein. And what I like about this is it says it has some ancient grains in it, and that includes quinoa, millet, and some other grains, which I use often, and they are very good grains, and they have a lot of the amino acids, the building blocks of protein. It says it has potato starch and lots of different vegetables. It has 2 grams of fat, but none of it is saturated or trans, so that much must mean it has the good monounsaturated fats like you find in olive oil. Doesn't have any cholesterol, has a bit of sodium, a bit of fiber, and 14 grams of protein in this one patty here. It has some calcium and iron, so this would be good for someone who doesn't eat meat but needs to have their protein and iron, which we all do. Alright, they're looking good. So wait carefully. My freezer is full. I can't put anything else in there. I can't buy anything else. I can't cook anything else. And I don't know when you're going to watch this video, but I'm filming it. Well, this time next week, Christmas will be over, so it's the Sunday before Christmas. Alright, this is good. I smell the garlic. Add a little bit of the red wine. And look, a splash. Probably it's between an eighth and a quarter of a cup. And as this cooks down, and the difference between this and authentic scallopini is going to probably be that it won't thicken up because I didn't use the flour. And probably, but there might be some breadcrumbs left in this pan, but I'm thinking when my dad cooked it, I bet the flour kind of settled in the frying pan, and then even though we took out the veal, when he put the vegetables in, there was flour in the bottom of the pan that might have thickened this up. But after you cook these through, you just put your cutlet back in, and this is the sauce or the topping for it, and I think it really does look like it's going to be pretty good, so my memory hasn't failed me too bad. And I think that I'm going to try also with this product to make veal and peppers. Now that's something my mother is more famous for, so I'll have to talk to her. But that I'm going to strip it up. I'm going to slice it up into strips. I just make up words all the time when I'm doing these videos. Alright, so this is looking good. It needs to cook a few more minutes, so I'll probably let it cook and add that together, and then I'll turn the camera off and back on so you can see that. So I cooked the vegetables through, and then I added the cutlet back to the pan so I could warm it up the rest of the way. And I'm going to bring the camera over here so you can see it, but you won't see me anymore. So I think it looks and smells wonderful. I hope it tastes as good as it looks and smells. And if it does, because I'll probably know by the time I post this, I'll try to let you know. Well, I guess if it tastes bad, then I won't post it.